Take a second and think to yourself, does God exist? And if so, how can we as humans prove this theory? The nature of existence is a long and well-debated topic in the philosophical field. Many explanations for why our universe has its particular attributes have been offered, countered, and rejected. Today, I will go more into depth about the teleological argument and its counterarguments. This argument is still around today. In fact, it's one of the most popular. You may know it as intelligent design. Intelligent design is a relatively new theory proposed in the 1990s to counter Darwinian's evolution, and has been very controversial during its short existence. Moreover, this theory is a modern form of the teleological argument advocated by William Paley in his 1802 book, Natural Theology. Before we get into further explanations, it is best I define some terms, as these concepts are often misunderstood. First, I wanted to mention teleology. Teleology is simply the idea that things develop in order to attain a certain end or purpose. There is an ultimate direction in which everything is moving. Now, intelligent design is the belief that an intelligent, greater being designed and created the world. It says that everything has a specific cause or purpose. Furthermore, Paley's design argument compared a watch to an eye, citing that both are so complex that they could not have come into being by chance events. He said if you are walking in a field and you find a watch on the ground, it is simple logic that suggests that it must have been created by someone, because a watch is something far too complex to be created by nature, right? This design accounts for the purposeful evolution of everything. While the theory does demand some sort of designer, it, quote, does not attempt to identify the designer, nor does it make explicit reference to God, unquote. Furthermore, the intelligent design theory is not inherently Christian, and one can be a firm believer in the theory without believing the Bible. Now, I'm going to get into the major components of the intelligent design, also known as the counterarguments. The one that I found most compelling was David Hume's criticism. He was on a mission, you see, a mission to disapprove the existence of God. He stated that if God created the universe, why did he create it with imperfections and suffering? A watchmaker does not make a watch with defects, right? His famous argument made me think of the problem of evil, and how it seems to pose a serious challenge to the belief in existence of perfect God. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's for another day. Another counter-argument for this theory was Darwin's criticism. He stated that the universe seemed to be designed because of evolution on the planet. This counter-argument would also explain why the universe is not 100% perfect. Overall, his objection stated that you cannot take an idea that exists purely in the mind, apply logic to it, and come to a conclusion that exists in the external and physical universe. In conclusion, we can see that teleology is a valid argument, but has its flaws like most arguments for and against deity. I hope you enjoyed this video, where I reviewed the historical significance of intelligent design and took a modern view of teleology and its counter-arguments. Here, I've attached a list of references used while writing the script. Until next time.